Welcome to the Doing Stuff and Filming It first ever live stream. Now, I was thinking of doing a video recapping the past year. I see a lot of people are doing it. A lot of people I know have been putting stuff on Facebook. I thought I'd do it for YouTube. And then I kind of had a bit of a drunken idea the other day of let's do it as a live stream. So I am down here in my showroom. I've been doing a bit of work on the Life and King, which is here next to me. It's not going very well, but that will be subject of a video probably coming out in February, at the rate things are going with it. But yeah, I thought I'd just come and talk about the year. I've got my Nicaraguan coffee that I got in Norwich, which is very nice. Obviously, being live, this is going to be completely unedited, so if I go way off topic, I apologise. I've never done this before, probably never will again, but fuck it. Now, in some ways, I feel kind of bad saying this, because I do know some people who've had pretty terrible years, or at the best, very mediocre years. But thinking back and talking with my fiance, it's actually been a pretty good year for the two of us, for me. Yeah, thinking about all the stuff that's happened. Obviously, there's been some setbacks, a few stressful times, but all in all, it's been pretty good. Yeah, we think back month by month. Not a lot happened in January of 24. The only thing we could think of was I took the missus to see Saffron Walden. Fairly unremarkable for me. I don't really like the place, but they really liked it. Yeah, that was a good day out. But I think it really kicked off in February. I made a video about it. I passed my Mod 2 for my full bike license on the 5th of February this year. That was a that was a good start to the year. I quite enjoyed that. Yeah, and that's allowed me to start riding the Virago, and it's really opened up the world of biking for me somewhat. So yeah, I think I'll say that's a good start to the year. January doesn't really count. Who does all in January? But yeah, that was a good start. And then later that same month, got engaged. Yeah, the fiance proposed to me because it was a leap day. And I had a feeling it was coming, and I thought, yeah, go on then. Yeah, why not? So things are pretty great between us, and they just keep getting better year on year. So why not? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy to be engaged and to be getting married. Second time for me. Yeah, things at work. Pretty good. I've been doing lots of extra training courses, good reviews, got a brand new van. Now, company provides the vans. May not sound like a big deal, but for me it kind of was, because they only really give out the brand new vans to people that they know are good at the job and are going to be sticking around a long time. And it's kind of a big vote of confidence, you could say, from my employer when they do that. I'll give you an example. All the new starters go in the old vans, which is what I had. So it felt good to get a brand new one. It had that new van smell. Again, that may not mean much to you, but in the context of my life, that meant quite a lot. That was I quite liked that, and it is a lovely van. Vauxhall Vivaro C, long wheelbase. It is a lovely van to drive. Yeah, if you're looking for a van, highly recommend those. They are great. Let's see what else went on. Well, I had the big trip on the bike as well. It was a solo trip, a holiday. Didn't go very far. Went out to the Norfolk coast, staying in Kessingland. But again, big milestone for me. You know, I've just got my bike license, my big bike, which is sitting here next to me. And yeah, strapped all the camping gear. Haven't been camping in years and years. It's probably like 2009 the last time I actually went camping. I used to do it all the time. When I was a teenager, you know, the summer, I'd be out like every weekend nearly, and sometimes more. Just weeks and weeks out camping with my mates. Um, and yeah, just haven't done it since. Reasons for that are kind of long and sad, and I won't go into them. But it was great to get out and do something that I used to enjoy again. And yeah, have everything strapped to the back of the bike, make my way out there. It was a few months after passing my test, but I hadn't ridden that much. You know, unfortunately, I can't be riding every day. So it was kind of a big deal to be able to do that. Um, and while I was out there, um, I uploaded a video about this. Sat on the beach on what would have been my 10th wedding anniversary. Um, and that was quite a solemn video. If you don't know what I'm on about, go and watch it. It's on there. I can't remember what I titled it as, but yeah, it was June of well, last year now, June of 2024. Um, when this live video gets archived, I'll put a link in the description for it. But yeah, it was quite momentous doing that. It was a big step forward in my life and my recovery, you could say, and just that that freedom that I enjoyed for those few days I was gone. It was great. Um, yeah, yeah, very much enjoyed that. That was a good do. There were a few downsides. I gave up on group riding. I'm part of a group, you know, of fellow motorcyclists, and there was some downsides in that. For a while, it looked like the group was falling apart. A lot of people leaving, a lot of turmoil, you could say. But that's thankfully behind us now. You could say the troublemakers are no longer in the group, and some of the people that left to get away from it, most have come back now. So that's a good thing. And we've got loads of rides planned for 2025. I published them just before Christmas, I think it was. A load that I've planned and put together. So yeah, it's looking like 2025 should be a good year. And yeah, I'm back on the group rides. I actually ended up organising and leading one that was like 200 miles. Yeah, so I went from never wanting to do group rides ever again to organising and leading them. It was positive. It was a good do. Let's see what else has happened this year. It's just generally been good. Things are going well at work. Made quarterly bonus, which was a nice cash injection. It all sort of got swallowed up into bills, but never mind. It was. It's good to be living reasonably comfortably, which is something I haven't been able to do for over a decade. It's good to finally have a good job and one that I enjoy doing as well. I don't mind getting up in the morning to go out and do it. I want to be out there. I mean, I've been doing it for 2 years. This isn't a 2024 thing, but I've really enjoyed the past year in my job. Um, yeah, hobbies going well. The channel's going well as well. I was just looking at the analytics. At the time of going live, we're at like 826 subscribers, which is 825 more than I ever thought I'd get. I honestly started doing YouTube just as a hobby, something to do. I just like doing videography. I like having hobbies and then making videos about it. I do stuff and film it. Yeah, it's that's that. I mean, I know it's small fry, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, those are rubbish numbers," but for me, they're actually pretty great. I'm really quite thankful to have just that number. It would be nice to get to 1,000 in 2025. It's just a nice number to reach. I don't picture YouTube ever being my career. I don't really want it to be. I just want to keep it as a hobby. But 1,000 would be a nice number to reach in 2025. Um, Oh, let's see what else has gone on. So, my nephew was born in February, same day that I got engaged, so kind of stole our thunder there. So yeah, I've got a niece and a nephew out there, and they're both doing really well. Obviously, I'm not going to name them without parents' permission, all that lot. But yeah, they're doing quite well for themselves, um, and they are great kids as well. I mean, I don't want kids myself at all, but they are great kids, and I'm happy to be Uncle Beard, as they call me. For fuck's sake. um, but yeah, I'm happy to be yeah the uncle that they don't see very often, but he's awesome when they do. There's a robin just outside the window. Yeah, and by slightly irresponsible Christmas presents like a motorbike. That was a good do. She really enjoyed that. Um, so yeah, it's all in all. I don't have much to say about it, but we sat there and thought about it, and it's been a really good year. Um, yeah, there's a few downs that I won't go into, but all in all, it's been pretty good, and I feel pretty positive about it. Um, Plans for 2025, we're calling it the year of renewal. The plan is to completely redecorate the entire house because we want to host Christmas 2025. I don't know if the family are going to be able to make it, but we're going to try anyway. So yeah, the whole house is going to be redecorated. Obviously, I'm not making videos about that. It's fairly boring, but oh, worth mentioning. Oh, some coffee. I've got all those rides planned on the Virago. I did the other day. I went and met a few friends at a local biker cafe. Met a chap there who runs a workshop not far from me, a few miles away. And got talking about the Virago, and he reckons he should be able to, let's say, give it a bit of a tune-up. Because for a while, if you've been following the videos, I've not been too happy with how it's running. It feels like it's missing a big chunk of its power. So yeah, we got talking about carburetors and the non-standard exhaust that's on it. He reckons he can do something with it. I was debating doing that sort of work myself, but having talked to him and the tooling that he has in his workshop, I'm just going to give it to him and let him do it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. If he does what he says he can do with it, it should really transform the bike. So yeah, that should be good. I'm really looking forward to all the ride outs that we've got planned. I mean, at the moment, the vast majority that are in the calendar I have planned, but still I'm really looking forward to them. And whatever else anyone else puts together, we don't have a dedicated organizer. It's just whatever people want to put together, and it should be a good do. Um, so yeah, let's just see what 2025 brings. I'm going into it feeling positive. I want it to be a good year. Got a few concerns that aren't really worth mentioning on a live stream. It's yeah. Hopefully it's going to be good. I will hopefully have the Life and King back roadworthy. The restoration on that is well faltering at the moment. If you've been following the videos, it failed its MOT. I ordered the parts for it. It's not going well getting it back on the road. I'm going to have to consult with some experts on it and probably end up spending even more money on it. But the Virago is doing well. Just finished editing an episode of Strange Things from Across the Pond. That series seems to be going well. I've had talks with some people who actually live across the pond, and they say they quite enjoy it. It's interesting to see a British take on food that they take for granted. So I'm enjoying making that. I've got loads of food piled up that I need to make videos of. I've got at least a year's supply. TV licensing videos. I still get the letters, and I still might occasionally make videos about them. Um, Rather frustratingly, that's been my most popular content, but it's also content that I don't really enjoy making that much. I don't really want to carry on with it. What I've decided to do with that is stop, um, keep getting the letters. I'll have a look at each one, and if anything significant happens with the letters, then I'll make a video about it. But as we all know, they just go in a loop to these letters. So it's just the same one again and again. There's no point continuing to make videos about it. Um, but there's enough TV licensing channels out there. I don't need to add to it. Um, the subject of TV licensing has been done to death. There's nothing I can really add to it that you can't get elsewhere. So yeah, I'm not really carrying on with that. The primary focus is going to be my biking series and my Strange Things from Across the Pond series, plus whatever else I plan on making along the way. For example, the extension on the showroom I want to try and finish in 2025, so I should have a nice new area to film in with a lot more space than what I have now. I remembered the other day I used to do a series on opinion pieces, basically talking about current affairs. I want to try and get that started again. I don't know why I stopped it in the end. I just kind of forgot about it. So yeah, here's to a good 2025. I hope whoever sees this, I hope you had a good festive season, a good Christmas. If you had a bad 2024, I'm sorry about that. All I can really say to you is keep going. Things do get better. You've just got to give them time. I promise you they do get better. And here's to a good 2025. So yeah, right, thank you for watching. How do I end this now?